I will end you!
Am I the only one who does that? Probably. I've got some questions. So, we'll start with 8-Bit Glasses asks, what is the most unhealthy thing you've eaten, and what is the weirdest thing you've eaten? Unhealthy. God, everything I eat is unhealthy, to be honest. Like, I'm just, if it's unhealthy, I'm putting it in my mouth. That's what she said. I've had calamari before, and I've had frog's legs. Frog's legs were actually really good, though. They tasted like chicken, not gonna lie. But that's the only thing I can think of, you know? I should start writing down the weird things I eat, because I eat weird things, to be honest, so. Postscriptum XX asks, did I write Gullible on the ceiling? Yes, that was me. I did write Gullible on the ceiling. I don't remember who it was with, but we had a joke about Gullible being written on the ceiling, so one day in the band hall I got on the heater and I wrote Gullible, and then I was talking to that person and I was like, Gullible's written on the ceiling, and they were like, nuh-uh, and I was like, look up. And he looked up and sure enough, there's Gullible written on the ceiling. So I tried to do my hair for Sonic and my makeup and everything just to see how it would look, and this is what came up, and I don't like it. I really don't. I would need different makeup first of all, because using eyeshadow for my entire face was just ugh. But in general, I don't think that it looks very good or Sonic-y, and my hair doesn't agree with me, although if I did that and then let it like fly back, it might look better than the Liberty Spikes, but I don't know. If I work, I'm not dressing up as Sonic because that's too much work to do while working in a kitchen. So I'll probably just dress up as a Harry Potter character or something at work. But if I don't work, which I'm trying not to, I'm going to the Zombie Pride Parade with my nephew, and I will definitely be recording stuff because it's going to be awesome. But I also have fencing lessons that night, so I will have to go to fencing lessons as a zombie, so that'll be interesting. Speaking of fencing lessons, my friend Shane came over to like make sure that he knew what he was doing for when he comes, because he missed the first night, and our conversation beforehand consisted of whether he should bring a real sword or not. And I was like, oh, he has the Excalibur replica, and I have the Gryffindor replica. We can just use those. And then I was like, yours is more swordly, so no. So we ended up using lightsabers, and it was awesome, and we didn't do much fencing. We just sword fought. It was cool. Quick question. Okay, I hung out with this guy, and we went for a walk, and then afterwards, I had to get to work, and I had my nephew with me, but that doesn't matter. And I got stuck behind a train that was stopped on the tracks, and I was very upset because I had to get home to get ready for work. And then I gave him a ride home from school the other day, and as I was coming back, I got stopped behind another train, and it was also stopped on the tracks instead of moving. And he says it's just a coincidence. I say he's bad luck. You guys should vote, because if I can prove that I'm right, I get an argument point, which means it'll be 3-1 instead of 2-1, because right now I'm 2-1, so vote. A few days ago, my nephew was in my room, and he found this toy and turned it on, and I didn't think much of it. It's a motion sensor toy. So whenever I walk by it, whenever the light goes off, it plays noise. I was cleaning my room, and I put it somewhere, and I don't know where, and I don't know what it looks like. So whenever I turn off the light, I found it. I found it. I like that lighting better. I haven't been able to find it for like ever because I don't know what it looks like. Apparently it looks like this. Listen. It's dead. But I found it, so it's never going to wake me up again randomly. Here's my last funny story because I just remembered this from my childhood. My dad had this bird. I hated this bird. I really hated this bird. And I was playing basketball in the house like I wasn't supposed to. And it got out of its cage, but I didn't know that. And so I was running around the living room, and it was on the floor, and I almost stepped on it, and I gave it a heart attack, and it died. I legitimately gave a bird a heart attack, and it died. And I looked down, and I was like, Daddy, the bird's sleeping on the floor. And he comes upstairs, and he realizes that the bird is dead. And I finally realized what I just did. I gave the bird a heart attack. Who gives a bird a heart attack? Questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts, whatever it is, I want to hear it. Especially questions, because those are fun.